what do we need to do? So let's have a look at our map. So we need to go and get the lock boxes. We need to go and do the Den Mother. And then we can head up to do... I always forget how to pronounce this. Words. Brain. This is what happens when I start streaming too early. My brain's not awake. Mathistra. We'll go with that. We're not doing that quest. We still have the absent-minded prospector to do. And then this one down here, which we can do on the way to Ashenvale. Yes, Kelly, we're doing an early stream today because the UK is having a massive heat wave and it's already about 28 degrees at 20 to 11 in the morning, and it's going to go up to 30 plus degrees. So if I streamed at my normal time, that would be peak heat time. So in hopes that I will survive a little bit better, we're trialing earlier streams so that the heat doesn't flare me up so much. Because unfortunately I am plagued with very severe heat intolerance, and it's not something my body copes with very well. So I've had the aircon on since I got up this morning in my computer room, so the temperature is decent at the moment. So hopefully people won't miss out too much if I'm streaming earlier. But we can always go back to later in the day if it's not so hot. We should head in and go to the lock boxes. And luckily, as a warlock, we have underwater breathing, so we can just put that on and head down. Gotta remember where the hole in the ship is. Let's deal with this Murloc. I think there is an easy way. There's a hole somewhere in the ship for the lock boxes where we don't have to, there it is, deal with all of the Murlocs, we can just deal with a couple and hopefully not aggro many others. Okay. And there is lockbox number 1, and then we'll go get lockbox number 2. Now, if you're not playing a warlock or a druid that has its water form yet, then you can either make water breathing potions or you can buy them from the auction house if you have the money to do so. Or you can always put in a general chat for an alchemist for water breathing potions, and then you may get a very generous soul that will give them to you. But I'm very well aware not everyone's going to be able to make the earlier streams, and it'll take us some time to find other people and stuff that may want to come and hang out with us. But it's no stress. Right, and now we can go and deal with the den mother. But as always, I will upload the VODs to YouTube. So hi YouTube. I hope you guys are having a lovely day. Okay, where are we? And if we just head straight this way, we should get to the den mother. Which could be a bit of a tough fight, just because it's not only the den mother, she has cubs as well, and you need to deal with all of them at the same time. Hopefully we won't have too much of an issue. Can we get up here? Yes. hope you're doing well. And then let's deal with this kitty cat, because we need to head up here. How was everyone's weekend? Okay. There we go. Let's make sure our guy stays alive. And he can just beat up the little cub for us. Oh, there we go. That is all done. Then we can head up here and grab our relics. So we'll just make our way up towards the top. We'll get back on the path, just so it's a little bit safer for us. Oop, there's a bear. But yeah, my weekend was spent being too hot. And I went to my partner's family for a barbecue on Saturday, which was really nice. And then Sunday, what did I do yesterday? I finished setting up Nightbot. So we're going to be using like a mix of Nightbot and Stream Elements for a little bit. And is it silly of me to want to do a mini rebrand? So just a little bit of context. I came up with my username, my online alias, years ago, and it no longer fully resonates. I'm happy with Violet, that's absolutely fine, but the wolf part doesn't really sit anymore. So I was considering doing a mini rebrand, but I didn't want to confuse people too much, but hopefully it won't. But just something that feels a little bit more genuine to who I am now, rather than who I was 10 years ago. Oh, there's one up there. Can I get that without aggroing those two? Yes, I can. And there we go, that's two. Ooh. So I would still be like, it's violet. Oh, my stomach's going off on one. It would just be ever so slightly different. Let's drag you over. Oh, I can't drag you over. Oh, the one next to me is respawned. Oh, that's handy. But would you guys find that confusing if I just changed my name ever so slightly? Or would it be something you could get used to? Because it'll still be violet. That won't change. We just need one more relic. That's not a relic, but there's a fun thing. I think it's if you're a hunter. If you collect so many of these cat figurines, then you can summon a tameable cat. Because like I've been thinking quite a long time about, you know, the online alias, the branding and stuff, and then if I moved away from like the wolf surname, so to speak, then I'd need to change my logo. Hey Mike! Yes, we are being an early bird due to the heat wave, because it's already 28 degrees Celsius. How are you doing, Mike? I hope you had a good weekend. There we are, we've got all our relics and we've got a bunch of quests to hand in. Yeah, I did post in Discord about half an hour before I went live, not the usual hour. For anyone kind of listening and stuff, I always will update Discord in terms of if the streams are cancelled, change of time, and generally speaking I'll give an hour kind of warning, or in today's case, kind of a 30-minute warning of, hey, I'm going to be streaming soon. So if you didn't want to miss a stream or a YouTube video, then Discord is a very good place to be. And I have also started posting either a tarot card or an oracle card message of the day in Discord, in case you miss the stream or you don't have the channel points to redeem a tarot or oracle card. I don't post it at the same time every day. It's kind of when I get the chance to. But I think apart from on stream days, it'll probably be one of the first things I do that day. But yeah, I do think a ever so slight rebrand is in order. Holly, how are you doing, hon? Happy Bank Holiday Monday. Magical probably fits. Thank you, Night Raven. I was thinking, like, taking my hobbies and everything into consideration. I was thinking Violet Faye for a name. So replacing Wolf with Faye, as in, you know, like I'm from the Fae realm. And I thought of a little bit of lore that could be quite fun, that I have now shed my mortal wolf form and have ascended into the Fae realm, and I've now become a mystical Fae being. You know, a little bit of lore. Very hot here in the it is indeed. Having a family barbecue today at 2. Oh, that's amazing. I went to one on Saturday. I think the hardest thing for me when it's this warm is to figure out what to do for dinner. Dinner is so hard to figure out when it's hot. You like it, Night Raven? I thought it was very fitting because, like, I'm also an absolute D&D nerd, and one of my favorite classes to play is Druid, and one of my current characters is a Eladrin Druid, which is basically a Fae-touched elf, in terms of ancestry. And then you can pick a season for your Eladrin elf. So I thought, like, oh, it's Violet Faye as the new branding, which hopefully wouldn't be too confusing to anyone that kind of recognizes my name already. You're thinking of having magic in the middle? Wondering how, yes, it's magical violet. Oh, that would be very fitting as well. I like that, Night Raven. I've been thinking about it for a really long time. Like, because since I started back streaming, the wolf, oops, I nearly hit my water off the table, oops. Ever since I restarted streaming at the start of last year, wolf doesn't really fit anymore. So I was thinking, yeah, Violet Faye. I am now a mystical Fae being. I have transcended my mortal form kind of thing. Okay, let's hand in this quest.
Be careful.
You have fought for Aberdeen with bravery and honor, Lunafell. In our war-torn lands, death and despair are common. Many will not rise to meet the challenge of our life in our new home, choosing instead to hide in their homes or escape the more fortified lands of the Alliance. Thank you, Lunafell. Perhaps someday soon we shall fight alongside as comrades versus another foe. So that's a 23% upgrade, and that's only 5. So let's do the cloak
May the stars guide you.
and pop our cloak on. There we go, it's a little longer. You ascended to the gods above. I have ascended to the Fey realm. My work as a wolf is done, and I have been able to ascend to a Fey creature. That was a little fun, little bit of lore. I could add it in as a command. So if someone comes in going, "Did you change your name?" And then we can just do like exclamation mark wolf or something, and it will come up with the lore of explanation with you in the heat for Bob. I was a bit of both, Mike. Luckily, my partner's parents are very thoughtful and understanding with my chronic illness. So there was a nice spot for me in the corner under a gazebo in the shade. And last year they actually got this little ice-powered aircon unit to put outside next to me to help keep me cool. They're very lovely, they are. Like, I get on better with them than with my own family. Okay, I need a drink before this next one.
I have the finest wires in the land.
Okay, deep ocean, vast sea.
See you soon.
The captain of those ships were good night elves, and they deserve a better fate than they were given. Perhaps tending to their personal effects will be the best way to put their spirits at rest.
Safe travel.
You've done us here in Aberdeen a great service, lass. We'll make sure that their effects are properly taken care of. As for you, please have this. It's the least I can do for someone with the bravery to set things right. None of these are an upgrade for us.
Keep your feet on the ground.
Hello. Would you like some underwater breathing? Druid. Let me click on you. There we go. You were thinking spirit too, but didn't see how it would work. But again, Fae seems the best choice. Spirit's also a very good choice. I don't know, I also really like how Violet Fae rolls off the tongue as well. Oh, bless her, Mike. Make sure you look after her. Keep her hydrated. One thing I do need to get, you can get them off Amazon, is like a lace parasol. So it's like a sunshade umbrella. And it's made of lace so the breeze can come through it as well. You could do that going on a water ride at a theme park. Oh, I remember last year when it got really warm Like I would sit out in the garden in the shade with the hose on my feet just to cool off. That works a treat. Or put your feet in like a bucket of water. It really helps. Obviously don't do that if you're next to electronics. And I also, along with the rebranding kind of thing, I found this person on Etsy who is far more skilled than I am. Oh, thank you. People are so nice with their buffs this morning. This person on Etsy that does like these mystical forest overlays, scenes, transitions, and things. And they have one for each season. Now it's going to cost me like 100 quid to get each, like all three of them. So like that may be like a bit of time coming. Night Raven, thank you so much for gifting 5 subs. What colour star would you like me to do for you? And also, can I do you a card, an ASMR trigger, or anything? And welcome to the community, those of you who've got given a sub. I hope you enjoy. Oh, do your folks got really big umbrellas out in the garden? Nice. I spoke of water if your feet into, yes. And hydration. And I did put a little screenshot I found of a green star, of course, and a card. Would you like tarot or oracle? Let me get us to the Grove of the Ancients, where we'll be safe to stop, and I will do your card. Help not. Thank you so much for the 5 gift subs, Night Raven. I really appreciate the support. Tarot, of course. We'll just get to the Grove of the Ancients, and we'll do that for you. But yeah, like, these overlays are stunning. Like, as soon as I saw them, and with my Violet Fae situation in my head, it's such a perfect fit. But because we're now in summer, I could get away right now with only buying the one, which I think, I don't know, is somewhere between £20 and £30, I think. Or no, I think it's more expensive than that. Oh, I should have sold while we're in town, but I can sell at the Grove of the Ancients. Oh, I've gone past it. Oops. So I think it might be fun to maybe do like an ASMR rebranding stream. I think that could be fun, because then I can show you guys all of the assets and things that I'm able to get. Okay. Thank you. These relics are from a time when maestras, I forgot how I said it before, shone That once great bastion of elves has faded, but shards of its magic remain. Let us hope we can unlock the secrets that place before let us hope we can unlock the secrets of that place before our enemies. None of these are an upgrade for us. And then let's sell some stuff. Sell that. Disenchant. That might sell. We'll sell those. 29. Let's disenchant that one. Okay. We'll see if these things sell on the auction house next time we are near one. Okay.
Farewell.
I think, right, we need to head down, I think, into Ashenvale, that's it. So let's head back to the road and we'll run down to Ashenvale. Oh Mike, I'm sorry. I don't know how to best balance the ads so that we have the least amount of ads. So I always run an ad on the starting soon screen so that for the first hour or so we don't get pre-roll ads. Because I despise pre-roll ads. But realistically, I don't think ASMR streams should have any ads. That make any noise. So like those ones that pop up at the top of chat, fine. If they pop up next to the stream, sure. But I don't think ASMR channels should have the full screen noise blasting ads, but it's either pre-roll ads and then no ads at all, or periodic ads and no pre-roll ads. Hingle. Oh wait, we still need to do the absent-minded prospector. I do want to do that quest. Because that leads on into the wetlands. So we'll still be working on it. Come around level 30. Which will be nice. This is some good XP. But I'm hoping with like the ad warnings, people are able to like mute their streams and stuff. Oh, I've gone too far again. You've gone too far. Oh, where is he? He's over there. Let's see if we can do this quest solo. Because what tripped us up last time was the caster. So then, Holly. Oh, that's right, you're not Holly. Where's Holly? Bah, that's beside the point. We must find that stone brush. I mean, mysterious fossil. We must find that fossil. The Explorers League and Darnassus will want some indication as to what I've been doing. Let me know when you're ready, and we'll hunt down that brush. I mean fossil. We shall find something in writing to satisfy the League. So are you ready yet?
Be good.
Yeah, let's go. Oh, Jesus. There we are. I need to let the guys hit him first so that he stays and fights. Oh god, there's two of them. That's not good. Okay, he's come to me. Oops. It's okay. We've got this. Hopefully. Okay, yeah, we've got this. I will be in full concentration mode during this, unfortunately. I need to keep this guy alive. Oh, Jesus. Hopefully we can get this done this time. Oh, where did you come from, bro? Oh no, this has gone very, very bad. He's gonna die. Hopefully he doesn't die. Come in. Okay, we're surviving fairly well. I need to remember to deal with the caster. Because the caster killed him last time. He's still full health, which is good. And they'll spawn up here. Let's zoom out a touch. And we'll get our guy on the caster as soon as possible. And then hopefully we'll actually get this done this time. Fingers crossed. Okay, there we go. There we are. We do have a respawn, but that's okay. Yeah, it's always a good idea to do the Absent-Minded Prospector quest. Just because it does have so many follow-ups. And it's a quest that'll follow you into... Oh dear. Okay. We're doing alright. Oh, we're winning. We're winning, we're winning. Yes. Dude, fight back. Oh, we dinged. Amazing, we just hit level 22. I was not paying attention to our... Dude, I'll just kill this guy. There we go. And then I think we need to go back. Yeah, we need to go back to town. So that's my bad. We're going to do a little running around. But what I think we'll do is, because we're this end of the map, we'll just head down into Ashenvale, do our hand-ins, and then we'll fly back to hand in the Absent-Minded Prospector. Thankfully, it's actually staying quite cool in my computer room at the moment. So yeah, during the heat wave, or probably just during the summer months, we'll probably stick with this earlier time. Oh, sorry, Night Raven, I completely missed what you said. You have an idea of what it could be talking about, but not 100% sure. It could be something that's going to happen in the future, and I think it's just a reminder to not act instinctively. Make sure you just mentally assess the situation first, rather than having that initial emotional reaction where it may cause you to get defensive. Or it could just be a reminder of, just keep this in mind. Nothing may come of it. It's something that definitely everyone, I think, needs to practice more, is not having that initial gut reaction to get defensive, because it might not be about you. But I think just us as humans, we are programmed to be like, I haven't done that, I don't do that, please don't think of me in a bad light kind of situation. But I think just not having that gut reaction and not allowing that to kind of exit your mouth is something that everyone needs to kind of just put into practice. And it's a hard thing to do, especially for, the more traumatized out there, as traumatized beings. Sometimes it's a trauma response, and that is not your fault. But it's important to recognize that it could be a trauma response, and the person in front of you is not intending to trigger you in that moment. They just want to have a conversation. And it takes a lot of self-reflection to kind of get to that point. There was something in more spiritual practices, our shadow work. But shadow work is important for everybody. Those darker parts of ourselves that may induce shame or trauma responses.
Things on her, friend.
Okay. I will say I never do the follow-up to this quest because it involves going backwards and forwards too much.
For the Alliance.
If you don't mind me saying, you seem a bit well equipped for a messenger. I suppose Balthul wanted to be certain his letter reached my hands. Let's see what he has to say. This is disturbing news. When undead or demonic forces are found, I help the Sentinels destroy them. At first, I was unaccustomed to the manners of the Night Elves, but I have grown to respect them greatly as allies.
Go with honor, friend.
So yeah, this does send you back to that tower. And inside, I think. Oh dear. Sorry, that was a yawn. I do apologise. I'm definitely going to have an iced coffee after stream. Balthor's letter is dire. The cult of the Dark Strand is a thorn in my side that must be removed. I have been dealing with some of the Dark Strand scum northeast of here at Ordil Aran. One of their numbers possesses a soul gem that I believe holds the secret to the cult's power. Bring it to me and I'll be able to decipher the secrets within. Now, a few times I have tried to do this quest, but it's a real pain in the butt. The drop rate is really low, and it's a pain in the ass.
Bless you.
So we're not going to do that. I don't think we'll particularly quest in Ashenvale just yet. We'll do a couple of hand-ins. It'll be good for us to do the trek to Stone Talon, so we can get that flight point. So we'll go hand this one in. Then we'll go hand in the trek to Ashenvale, and we'll pick up Journey to Stone Talon Peak, and then we'll go get that flight point. And it might be an idea for us to do our war quest. Oh, we have a talent point to spend as well. Let's give this one 5 out of 5. So reduce the chance of your enemies to resist your affliction spells by 10%. Now, like our affliction spells, it doesn't say when you hover over them, but if I bring this up, these are our affliction spells, so the corruption, our curses, fear, our life taps, so that's quite handy to have, that, you know, while we're cursing people, they will not resist us. So let's continue forward. Now, a lot of people, like especially before the Burning Crusade, if you're just in like classic era, Ashenvale is a little bit of a pain in the butt to quest in, and not a lot of people do the quests in Ashenvale. But with the Burning Crusade, it's actually added a bunch of quests later down the line. So up around here, this new flight point has a bunch of quests to help level out the leveling experience and to kind of make it a little easier to, I think it's like that weird slump around level 30 to 35. I think it's quests in that kind of range. So we will be back here to quest at some point, but not just yet. We're at a point where I think we can head back to Westfall, finish the quests there, and also get in a Dead Mines run.
Ah, the great outdoors.
So Theralune's escape, so it was the lovely satyr lady that we escorted out of that little pit. My sister was wet. Theralune doesn't mind getting herself dirty, but still, that's a long way to wander, and the Master's Glaive is an unwholesome place. Thank you, Lunathal. It was very nice of you to let me know that she is alright. And there we go. And we're getting our rep up with Darnassus, which is nice. So if we were to be a class that doesn't get a free mount, then we would be able to get another class's mount or another race's mount a little cheaper, or just in general once you are revered with that race. And in the Burning Crusade it's much easier to gain rep. And now we'll continue on to Astronaut, and then we'll do a little wander through Stone Talon to go and get that flight point, which I don't think we have. I'm pretty sure when we did our last scenic wander, we went to the Barrens. So we need to do the Stone Talon, wander around, and at some point, can you go away, please? Be gone. Pop up. Go away. Okay. There is a flight point in Ashara, which would be good to get, but we can get that later. I'll check with the flight master here, because we will have to fly back. We'll do that now. We'll do a quick fly. I don't think we have. Yeah, we don't have Stone Talon or anything over here. But we'll head back to Darkshore, come back, and then we'll do our hand in, because we want to hand in the Absent-Minded Prospector. So we'll have a nice scenic fly through what we've just wandered through. Another good thing about starting earlier is less people are out in their gardens, especially on weekdays, earlier in the day, which helps us not have so much background contamination noise, as much as I try as best I can to reduce it as much as possible. Unfortunately, I have neighbors. think there's normally a fisherman somewhere around here. Or a bit further back. Right, let's hand in the absent-minded prospector. Lighthouses are so pretty. So pretty. There's another thing with the rebrand that I was thinking about. It's one of those things, like, I'd wish I'd known about VTubing a lot sooner, because it would definitely help with spoon consumption. Right, let's hand this in.
What can I do for you?
Thank the stars. Prospector Ram travel is safe. I told you he was absent-minded. I can't believe he insists on staying there with all of those horrible creatures lurking about.
Safe travels.
Ooh. So the prospector wants to send the mysterious possum to the Explorers League in Darnassus. I don't feel right leaving Darkshire without him. Here, Lunafell, deliver the mysterious fossil to Chief Archaeologist Grey Whisker in Darnassus. We shall indeed, and we'll get a new belt, which is a 7,123% upgrade apparently. If we do that, do we want to do that now? Because we are going to start wandering around in the other half of the map. It probably would pay to do it now. It won't take us too long, but we'll go do that, and then we'll go do a lovely scenic walkthrough. Hey Kidflex, how are you doing? I hope you're having a good day. Oh yeah, I'll finish what I was saying about because especially in the summer months it would help, but like it would feel weird getting into VTubing at this point. But I need to remember who it was. I saw someone yesterday when I was lurking in streams that a stunning model. They were gorgeous. Right, let's go really quickly hand this in. You enjoying the new emotes, get flags? Oh, we'll check to see if she has. That guild sounds right up my street. A strong fishing pole. Nope. No strong fishing pole. That guild. Coffee and cozy. I want to join. That sounds like the absolute perfect guild. For me. I don't know if they're looking at Mr. Scowl. How are you doing? Indeed. Happy, very warm Bank Holiday Monday. That's why we're streaming a little bit earlier to avoid peak heat, which thankfully is working somewhat. do with your bank holiday Monday, Mr. Scowl? And how was your weekend?
You got my attention.
Mysterious fossil, what can I do for you, human? That sounds a little racist. Just a little.
Safe travels.
Oh my, leave it to Prospector Rem Travel to discover such a find. And we'll get our belt.
See you soon.
This fossil bears a striking resemblance to one I saw in Ironforge. An archaeologist by the name of Flagongut brought it to our annual Explorers League conference. He believed the fossil had a power which could be unlocked somehow. Last I heard, Flagongut had holed up in the Deepwater Tavern in Menethil Harbour, awaiting escort to the Welgar excavation site. Seek him out, show him Rem Travel's fossil. Perhaps he can reveal the secrets of the past. The ship to Menethil departs from Albadine.
Watch your back.
Thank you muchly. Let's get our new belt on. And then let's head back. Peak heat the UK, yeah. So, about like 9 o'clock this morning, it was roughly like 28 degrees. Around sort of kind of 12, coming up to 1 o'clock, it's due to hit like 32. So, for my own safety, we started streaming an hour and a half ago, so I've been chilling in the garden, nice. If I could enjoy the heat, I would. I mostly spend my time hugging an aircon unit, trying to stay as cool as possible so that I can function as much as possible. But I have been deep in thought. This thought has been with me for quite a while. But I think I've finally set on a mini rebrand. Sorry if this is repeated news for those who were here earlier. But the wolf part of my name no longer fits. So I'm adding... Yeah, we can fly straight to Ashenvale, I think. Let me double check. So there's nothing to hand in. Yeah. Beautiful. So we're rebranding to... Oh, we're going to Violet Fae. So I have shed my mortal wolf form, and I have now ascended into the Fae realm, and I have become a mystical Fae being, or that is what the lore will be. And I'm going to lean a little bit more into kind of druidy elf vibes, and kind of Fae vibes, with like overlays and like all the branding kind of stuff that's associated with the channel. And that was my wrist. And hopefully it won't confuse too many people, but it's very much needed. I came up with kind of my online alias, I think like nearly 10 years ago at this point, and it's just no longer the vibe. Well, the wolf part isn't anyway. So, yeah. My brain has much contemplation and much many thoughts. I almost just did it yesterday and I thought, no, I better actually, tell you guys about it first. And also see if you like the name. I think it's definitely very fitting, much more fitting than Violet Wolf. So I'll probably do it like an announcement post across all platforms at some point, and then start the change. So I'll post it to Discord, Twitch, YouTube, Instagram, Twitter, so that I can let as many people know as possible. Yeah, I think it's a good thing to evaluate kind of whether it's just your online presence, so whether you stream or not, make content or not. It's important to make sure the way you're representing yourself still feels genuine without obviously divulging personal details that will make it unsafe online. And everyone needs to be, happy with that representation. Right, let's hand in this quest, and then we will wander to, actually I'm going to go see this trade person up here while we're here actually, because there is a enchanting recipe that you kind of need for leveling enchanting that this person sells, and people
Feel free to browse.
do bots, yeah, it's not there, to basically snipe it and then sell it for extortionate amounts on the auction house. Like it happened with the seller in Moonglade that does the recipe for one of the rods.
What brings you?
Dragged to Ashenvale. Ah, warlock from Darkshore. Celerin? Has done well to send you here so quickly, Lunafell. I wish your trip here wasn't under such dire stress. Perhaps with your help, we can improve matters. I would start my visit by speaking to the other citizens of Astronar. Some could surely use your aid.
Be careful.
Thank you and goodbye. Who has the trek to Ashenvale? No, Stone Talon. Person in this direction. Nope, that one. I was on guard and you. 'Tis you. The forest spirits tell me you are brave and willing to travel to the south, not far from Mistral Lake. There lies a tunnel named the Talon Deep Path. Through this tunnel, you will come to an area known as Windshear Crag in the Stone Talon Mountains. Once there, journey past the Cragpool Lake and then north up the deep slope until you reach Stone Talon Peak. There awaits Keeper Albagorm. Heed his bidding, human. The journey will be perilous. So what's... oh, that's yellow. We can leave that for now. Let's see what it is though.
How may I help?
Hello, Lunafell. You seem to be full of wanderlust. By the looks of you, have you been to Stone Talon Mountain? It is a land plagued by the Venture Curl and our enemies and other enemies of the Night Elves. Recently, Sentinel Wolfrunner sent my friend Allura Shadowspear there to investigate what's happening to the land, but I have yet to hear word back from her. I'm even more concerned because the Alliance sent a gnome mage along with her. A sign of trouble for sure. Would you find her and report back to me?
Good luck, friend.
Let's head to Stone Talon. To be honest, I decided ages back you wouldn't stream on here. You have the equipment and used to do 5 internet radio shows a week. Wow. You don't feel safe with certain things going on being part. That is absolutely valid, Mr. Scalm. I don't blame you. Let's get out our Voidy Boy, just in case. So the ad break starts in about 40 seconds. If you want to turn down your volumes in case it is a full screen, horrible, disrupting ad, please do so. We're just going to be walking through the forest. You will not miss anything. I promise. And again, I apologise for having ads. If I could fully turn them off, I would. But I also despise pre-roll ads. There is no winning on Twitch. Oh, I want to see the map. We're just going to have a lovely ambient wander. I think here, if we head down, this should take us to where we need to go. Level 21. We also need to see our Warlock trainer. Oops. I thought I might be able to sneak past, but oh well. But we'll do that at the end of the stream. We'll half ourselves back to Stormwind and do our level up. Why is there a bear? I have never seen this bear before. Is it a player? No. I've never seen that bear before. There is Okay, about another 50 seconds for ads, guys. Again, I do apologize. And I apologize to YouTube, as I am not monetized on YouTube yet. I have no control over where or how they spam ads. But I promise you, once I do have control, which will be some time, because my gaming channel, this channel, isn't even at 100 subscribers yet, and I will need 1,000. There will be no mid-roll ads once I get there. I promise. It's just a long old trek to get there first. Thank you guys for sticking around during the ad break. And we're gonna head across here. We'll do the hand in, and then we'll head up to the top. I can fireball too, my guy. There we go. What's that? Oil spill. What do you have? Oil spills. Let's have a random little detour and have a looky loo. Let's see what we get. Oh, we got a firefin snapper. Oh, nothing too interesting. Let's keep going. Literally just giving in built-in Stream Deck support. Excel Stream Deck is working perfectly with the Stream Controller app. Nice. I'm glad your family kind of got out of that situation. Yeah, there's a lot in, I think, everyone's history that isn't preferable, you know? I don't know if preferable is the right word. It's not the right word. I don't know what word I'm looking for. think we're nearly at the point where we can hand in, yeah. Be just up here around the corner. Yeah, definitely. Just round this corner, we should find the elf and gnome we are looking for.
I am honored.
Ah, you've come from Ashenvale at the behest of Tara. How I miss her. My homeland and friends. She must be doing well with the sentinels to be sequestering adventurers for other tasks. I'm proud of her. It's a pleasure to meet you, Lunafell.
Farewell.
We're not going to do any questing here. Oh well, this one does just say to speak to that guy, we'll do that. The situation here in Stone Talon is obviously grave for a night elf and gnome to be working together. The Venture Co has devastated these lands, and I've spent most of my time putting an end to the destruction. Do not judge Gaxim prematurely. He understands the need for us to work together. If you wish to aid us, then start speaking to Gaxim. I'm sorry I can't send you back to Tara with good news yet. Perhaps soon. Got lovely leftovers of nice body. Oh, very nice.
Goddess watch over you.
I have Chinese leftovers for today.
Hi, you're a tall one.
Treacherous and dangerous, that's what this land is. But I'm here to show the Night Elves that it's a little safer with the help of good old engineering and a dash of magic. See, swearing off magic completely won't help the Night Elves, they need it. The world needs it. And with engineering, the alchemy to boot, you can't go wrong. The possibilities are endless.
You have a great day now.
Yeah,
Off and
we're not
away.
gonna do your quest. We're just gonna continue on. And get to the flight point. Oh, that was a throat gurgle. Pizza leftovers are good as yeah, I love leftover pizza. Using a few sheets of kitchen roll. end of the tap. Oh, that's a good trick. I did not know that. I think we're going this way. Well, that is a good trick to know. Thank you, Mr. Scalm. I often just eat my leftover pizza cold, though. I do enjoy a cold pizza. So my leftover Chinese that I have for tonight is a chicken chow mein, well, half a chicken chow mein, and then 2 satay chicken skewers, and then obviously prawn crackers. I will try that, not while it's hot though. I will definitely keep that trick in mind. That sounds super useful. I really appreciate that. And I will say, doing this kind of trekking around, although it can seem a little tedious, it will help you down the line. So like when we get to say like in our level 30s, we're going to want to go to Desolus. And if we've already got this flight point, then we just have to run down here, through here and to Desolus, rather than having to run all the way either from Ashenvale, or if you haven't even come to Kalimdor yet, saves you doing like a really big run. Oh, I've got this absolute favourite Chinese, and it's a very light Chinese. So like some Chineses can be very greasy and heavy, and you kind of feel real icky after eating it, even if it's real tasty. This one is not greasy in the slightest. It is not heavy, and it is so light. Sweet and sour, yes. Oh, duck pancakes are so tasty. They're one of my favorites too. If I don't want to do like a 2-day takeaway and we're doing Chinese, I will get duck pancakes. They are tasty. Remember to stay hydrated, guys. And it's extra important if you're on certain medication that doesn't react well with heat. I did post a little infographic in Discord with a few of the medications, especially like the antidepressants and anti-anxiety that don't react well to the heat. Make sure you guys are looking after yourselves. Remember to take your meds. And if you're not a big fan of water, like I'm not really a big fan of water because it sloshes around in my tummy and it's not fun to drink. Make sure with your fun drink you have water on the side. And then, oh, the ambience. Oh, hello, that's nice. Whenever you've had a sip or two of your main drink that you prefer to drink, at least get in a sip of water to help you stay hydrated. Took all yours at 7, nice. All mine are nighttime meds, apart from one, which I take as and when I need it, which is generally after streams. Oh, this is really nice ambience. Or if you can drink something that mostly contains water, that also works. Because I know it's difficult, especially if you're on the spectrum, trying to force yourself to drink something you don't want to drink. It's kind of gross. Finally, you have arrived. I see Valdreas has listened to the forest spirits. Cool. And then we want to pick up the flight point.
How may I help?
And then I think what we'll do, that's kind of all the running around we can do at the moment. We're a little bit too low level to head into the Ashenvale and then into Desolus to get those flight points. I don't think, so we do have that to go and do. Do we go do that super quick? We could fly to Ratchet and go at least hand that in. Let's do that. And then we also really need to do our level up. Because I've been putting it off because we need to go to the other continent. Because the elves don't have warlocks, so there's no warlock trainers. And obviously I can't speak to the Horde side's warlock trainers, although that would be kind of cool. I'm not sure where the closest warlock trainer would be. I don't think we have. We've got one in Ratchet. Yes. Oh, that's amazing that we've got one in Ratchet. So we can go and do that. I am going to get rid of these quests because at this level there's no point going to do them. Maybe we'll end up doing those. I'll keep hold of them for now, and then we need to go back to Westfall. Make sure you just finished eating. Looked at the pint glass you're using for water and got some. Nice. Proud of you. Well, that's absolutely fine, Mr. Scalm. Like, I'm down for almost any kind of conversation, as long as we don't get too political or too religious, because that's just a whole heap of that we're not getting into on stream. And also no massive trauma dumping. Like, I don't mind helping a little bit with a bad day and things like that, but you do see those people that come into a stream and word vomit and trauma dump on streamers, and that's just not fair to do to them. Because you don't know what they're going through, the persona and stuff that they put on for stream. Yes, it has elements of them, but also they have their own shit going on. So be mindful of your streamers and other people in chat. We don't want to be triggering anyone accidentally. But yeah, it's all good, Mr. Scalm. And I'm always happy to learn about these things. You know, I'm not that I'm aware of much of my ancestral heritage. And I don't really have anyone left I can ask in terms of roots and things like that. So I do enjoy learning about other people's, even if there's a darker side to it. It's part of life. Yeah. Just gotta be mindful. Like, you never know what someone's really going through. Whether it's the streamer, other people in chat. But, you know, if you do need that deeper help, please Google helplines in your area. Like, you are not alone in whatever it is you're going through. It's one of the reasons why I've kind of got the spoon room in Discord, because it is a place to vent and things, and as much as I use spoons in terms of my chronic illness, my disability, and then also my neurodivergence on top of that, if you just need a vent, as long as you do the trigger warning if it could be triggering, then vent away, because then people can choose to read it if they are mentally strong enough to do so. Very into ancient history and the Middle East, learning about the Sumerians and the city of Uruk. I'm sure people were there by force. That's so interesting, Mr. Skelm. Things like that I do find absolutely fascinating. Okay, where is this warlock trainer? Up here? Okay, not that way. Come on, let me up. Let me up. Let me up. There we go. Warlock trainer.
Hey!
Here we go. So we have rank 3 Curse of Weakness, rank 2 Drain Life, rank 2 Healthstone, Eye of Kilrog. Summons an Eye of Kilrog and binds your vision to it. The eye moves quickly, but it's very fragile. And we can train all 4 of those for gold.
Be seeing you.
And then let's pop to our things. We need Curse of Weakness, rank 3. And then Drain Life, rank 2. Create Healthstone, rank 2. And then where's the eye? Unlimited range. Oh, interesting. I guess I'll pop it down there for now. And then Demon Trainer.
State your business.
Anything to learn? We do not have our succubus yet, but we may as well get the grimoire when it's ready. Reda, how are you? How are you doing? I hope you had an amazing weekend. creatures have said things. Oh, I will do that. Remind me in Discord at some point because I may forget. Because I have some work to do after stream today. But I will definitely have a nose. Do you prefer like red, Rita, Lammy? What do you prefer? Did I buy the book? No. Give me the book. There it is. We'll save that for once we've got our succubus. Okay, and that's everything. Oh, was there anything I could sell you? Get rid of that. That. Move that. I'll send those to my rogue.
The reckoning is at hand.
What else is in here? Okay. Right. Let's go and hand in. Or at least get to the second part of our Warlock quest. And now we've done our level up. We are good to go. And this Warlock quest, I think, is for our succubus. So we'll see where we need to go after we've done that initial hand in. And seeing as the temperature in my room is still okay, we don't need to rush to end the stream or anything right now. Because I would normally end around now since we're past the 2-hour mark. But I am not melting, thankfully. Oh, maybe I should have stayed on the road. Oops. Oh, yes please, Mr. Scalp. That'd be great. Hopefully we can just kind of slink past most of these. Oh, we got a leather bag. It's an 8-slot bag. Oh, how amazing. We just got an 8-slot bag. I'm gonna try and cut through this way. Oh God, Nightbot. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. Nightbot. Oh my God. I am so sorry. I switched bots and I did tell it not to do that. I I'm so sorry. Welcome in, Raiders. Nightbot is being very rude right now, and I will tell him off later. I do apologize. I will have stern words. Welcome in, Raiders. Welcome, welcome. I hope you're all doing well and had an amazing weekend. Let me put myself on a somewhat safe oh, I've lost the word. Trajectory. Thank you so much for the follow, Mew. Welcome in. Okay, right. I need somewhere safe. Welcome in, everyone. Let me get the amazing cue. A shout out. If you do not already follow Q, then the ASMR is chef's kiss. It's beautiful. It's stunning. And the community is really sweet and welcoming, so you will not regret. I don't even know where I'm going anymore. I'm still going the right way, kind of. Thank you for the follows, guys. Welcome in. Trying to wow and rechat is a little difficult, but welcome in, everyone. My name is Violet, and I am an ASMR streamer, obviously. We do gaming ASMR, traditional ASMR. Oh yeah, I've got auto shoutouts on. I'm trying to avoid these guys. Art and journal ASMR. Anything I can turn into ASMR, I will. Oh god, I've got myself into a predicament. I don't want to be here. Hang on. My pleasure, Q. We are trying to get to do my Warlock quest currently, and I am not doing a very good job. I'm trying to avoid the roads. Thank you. Most Mondays I will stream World of Warcraft or Stardew Valley. I'm currently streaming a little earlier than I do normally because we are having a heat wave in the UK at the moment, and it's gross. I have massive heat intolerance, so I've started streaming a little bit earlier. I started about 10:30 UK time, British summertime, whereas I normally start at 1 o'clock. But I stream every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. Okay, we've got ourselves safe-ish. If you have any questions, do feel free to ask. I do not gatekeep in any way. But welcome in, everyone. I hope you're having an amazing day. I hope you are staying hydrated. I hope you feel very rested and very cozy from Q's stream. And if I pronounce anyone's name wrong, do tell me. If you have a preferred abbreviation of your username, please do feel free to tell me. I would prefer you spoke up than not. Right, we need to head to this tent. But welcome in, and oh god, let me get safe. I'm gonna have to fight one of these guys, I think. Nope. Don't see me, don't see me. There we go. Was your crossing difficult, Lunafell? You have come a long way to speak with me, but fear not. I know why Gekken has sent you. He was wise too, for I can help you in your search.
See you around.
The dead outnumber the living in this ancient land. The greatest warriors and sorcerers, poets and artisans, all lie buried beneath our feet. Eons of knowledge, ripe for the taking.
For the Alliance.
Heartswood, in preparation for your coming, I used my sight to look over the world and through the mists of time. I have found what is your I have found what it is you seek. In the war of the ancients, two lovers fell together in battle. Where they took their last breaths, a tree known as the Heartswood grew, a symbol of their undying love. That should be enough to tempt the succubus. You will find it in the ruins of Ordel Aran, in the northwestern part of the forest of Ashenvale. Retrieve the Heartswood from Ashenvale and bring it to Gekken, the dark binder in the mage quarter of Stormwind.
See you later.
What is love? What's going on?
Have a good one.
Oh, someone else is doing stuff. We don't need that one.
Greetings.
Oh, okay.
For the Alliance. Can I help you?
I'm guessing what is love?
Have a good one.
Have I picked up the right one? Tempt a... Because I want the succubus, yes, not the incubus.
Hey there. See you later.
Oh, there we go. You'll need a powerful agent to tempt an incubus. An object that represents great devotion and love. With my scrying, I have located a small figurine that should be suitable for your ritual. Thousands of years ago, the figurine belonged to a young couple. The original owners are no more. But their keepsake has survived to the present day. Follow the road north to Ashenvale, then west past Maestra's Post. You'll see a house nestled among the trees. There you'll find what you seek.
See you around.
So I don't know if we can do both, or whether I can only do one. I am not sure. We don't need to do that quest. Thank you so much for the follow. I hope you're doing well. Okay. I think what I will do is half